Hi there. I am so glad that you decided that you want to become a guest for our radio talk show. So let me give you the snapshot picture of that and then what the next step is. Okay. So, really quickly, our Marketing Mindset Mastery radio show, we serve coaches, speakers, and business owners. Now, to be clear, there are so many different types of business owners. We're looking more for solo entrepreneurs. However, we are a radio station, so we could be having anyone listen. So especially if they're on a Wi-Fi or any, they can listen on any device, whether it's a cell phone, laptop, etc. You got it, right? So long story short, we're everywhere. So, but our focus is for coaches, speakers, and business owners. Okay. So we provide them with fresh content to educate, entertain, and engage our audience. Because let's face it, we want to be funny, we want to be memorable, we want to help them get some information that they can take their business to the next level, no matter what they are, right? And we interview top speakers in their industry to provide content that will help our audience grow their business during uncertain times. Our radio talk show started in April of 2020, and the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, which was the original strand. Now we're in the Delta and various other strands that are coming out, and it's still prevalent to have this talk show, right? Because regardless of whether it's a pandemic or whether it could be a financial concern we almost had a financial concern in the spring and summer of 2020 because people were home and less people were able to produce money. So that was a good example of uncertain times. Okay. Not pleasant to experience, but let's face it, maybe it can help us grow and change. Okay. Because that's really the focus of these experiences are is to grow and change. Now, our show talks about these main topics and they're hot topics regarding marketing. It could be strategy, it could be tips, it could be concepts, whatever it is. It could be tactics as far as I'm concerned. Then there's business owner mindset and virtual events like podcasts and webinars, because those are my two focuses for my business, for my agency and the show. And then also interview topics. We address things from, we've had people talk about different fears. We can have people talk about, oh my gosh, so many different topics. Confidence. I mean, just as an example, anxiety, we've had people discuss those, and there's more to come. So if you have an interview topic you really want to address, let's talk about it because chances are there's people that are probably going to listen to it that's going to get some valuable information on how they can overcome that challenge. Because we do give them action steps at the end of our show. Sorry, don't mean to hit the mic, but we do give them our audience action steps and how they can grow their business and grow themselves. Okay. So our passion really is to help people address the tough topics from the inside out to help them find ways to grow themselves and their business. Because we're here to encourage and uplift the community at large so that, and it's worldwide. So that's why I say at large. So we are focused on making the world a better place in some way or in shape or form. And then this is the best way I know how to reach the community at large. So it's our radio talk show. And we have the only marketing radio show that deals with the interview and we address them head on and we do it with love and grace and acceptance and understanding. And we are there to support our audience. So that's it in the nutshell about what Marketing Mindset Mastery Radio Talk Show is all about. And it has been from the beginning. Okay. And a quick background, we started podcasting in 2019 with my web developer who is one of my dear friends in the virtual assistant world. And he was the one that's helped me launch this whole series. So I actually relaunched it in 2020, the beginning of 2020. And in March, I was introduced to Dean Piper, who's the owner of W4CY.com radio. and he is really an awesome person to work with. So, and Rebel is my radio tech. Rebel Medler is my radio tech. She is amazing, but she's got a limited window of time to do any pre-recordings. So as much as I possibly can, I do live streams and 6 o'clock on Thursdays, and every Thursday at 6 o'clock. So we would have to pick a time for you to speak on the show. The discovery call is so get to know about you, about who you are, who your target market is, see if you have a problem that our audience needs solved, and if it would be a good fit to work to have you on the show. Also, you can share a call to action on whatever that call to action is that's appropriate. It could be a discovery call, lead offer, paid free offers are always best, but some people have paid offers. Maybe they give people a discount for being on my show. Those are just some ideas to toss around. I had people send me copies of their book to read. Oh my gosh, and I've had some amazing books to finish up too. So you name it, I've worked with so many different, I've had actors on here. I'm getting ready to have a radio talk show producer who does his own shows, and no, it's not even the person that is, it's not Dean, it's somebody else. I'm going to have Dean, in the show too. So long story short, that's pretty much where we're at. I am so looking forward to having you talk with me on the discovery call. So go to my calendar, calendly.com/Marie V. Mason at gmail.com. Do click on that discovery call, and then also on the choices of how to collaborate, make sure you pick the one that says radio talk show guest. And then also make sure you also check to make sure that you also check on the how to be featured, how you would like to be featured. We could be featured in your newsletter. I mean, we can have you be a guest speaker on at our business academy. You can talk to our business students. Oh my gosh, you name it. There's at least 3 ways we can help feature you. There's at least 5 ways in which we could collaborate. You pick which right for that. The rest of it's more related to webinars, so clients. But regardless, you fill out the best form the best way you can, and looking really forward to getting to know you. But this gives you a little bit about what this purpose of the podcast series is and the radio talk shows series is. A little about me, a little about the history, a little bit about the team. Oh, forgot to add one more member to my team, very important member, Pliny Phoenix. She is my co-host, my lovely and talented co-host from Italy. For a while, she was living in Ireland during the first part of the time she was working with me. And she started joining with me, I think, in May, I think. I think that was when we started working together, and she was a guest on my show first, so you never know. And my web developer is actually going to start joining me in the co-host thing, and he will be working with me come this fall. In fact, I'm going to have to tag team the 2 of them because depending on when we start pre-recording, because we are going to be pre-recording them in the fall, just because we want more flexibility with our schedules, because holidays are coming up and we don't want to keep people too long. So I meant to keep this short and sweet. Apparently, that's pretty much it. I have one of those unique personalities like everybody else. We all have unique personalities. So here it is. Either like it or don't. You either find me funny or don't. It doesn't matter to me either way, to be honest. But if you do connect and resonate with what I've said so far with my show, and you find that we can talk together, and to see how we can connect and see if we can connect, because I always like to see if we can be good at engaging with each other. Because if we can engage with each other on a discovery call, then I know you're a good fit for the show as well. So that's another way I find out. So do click on that calendar link. I hope I found this as clear as bell. And I did not mean to make it long-winded, but I did want to be extremely clear about who we are, what we do, and all the details related to the show. So this is my snapshot vision of what the show is. And it is weekend. So if I'm stumbling on my words, it's just my natural authentic self. I do that on the show too. So we just roll with it. And we have things called Marieisms, because sometimes the phrases and the comments are unique to me, maybe not reflected in my own, common ones. So bear with me. It just makes it fun. But with that, looking forward to it. Have a great one.